the Japan car trip as a couple, day 29 after taking a break at Roadside Station Akita Port and Roadside Station Tenno. I saw the Unosaki coast and went to the Oga General Tourist Information Center. The main event of this trip to Aomori Prefecture is to thank the director and his wife, who are otolaryngology practitioners in Hirosaki City, for their great help during my founding. And to report that I have resigned from the company. It was about, although we had a relationship for New Year's cards every year, it was the first time in over 20 years that we actually met. It was a pity that I couldn't see the inside of Hirosaki Castle because it was past business hours. It was impressive and wonderful to visit Akagami Shrine Goshado, which was highly recommended in the guidebook. I had researched Goshado in advance. It is built at an altitude of about 180 meters after climbing 999 stone steps, which are said to have been piled by a demon, and the appearance of 5 shrine buildings of the same style standing side by side in the mountains is spectacular. The current building was built in 1709 under the order of Yoshisada Satake, the lord of the Akita domain. However, after 300 years, the damage became severe, and large-scale repair work was carried out from 1998 to 2001 in order to restore it to its original appearance. It is well preserved as a shrine architecture from the middle of the Edo period, and the dates of its construction, reconstruction, rebuilding, and repair are well known. I walked up the 999 stone steps that the demon had piled up, one step at a time, thinking of legends. The stone steps are said to have been piled up overnight by an ogre, so they are uneven and very bumpy. It was a relief when I saw it. It was so impressive that I still remember it vividly in my mind. Round the Japan car trip as a couple, day 30 when I met the couple who took care of me Hirosaki and enjoyed a nostalgic conversation. I heard that the hidden highlight of Hirosaki was Choshoji Temple, just by looking at the valuable Sanmon gate from the early Edo period. I guessed that it was a historical temple with a solemn atmosphere. After traveling around the country, I came to the conclusion that all Soto sect temples cost money. After that, I planned the route according to the guidebook, and after walking around Shirakami-Sanchi Visitor Center, Roadside Station Yokohama, Shimokita Quasi-National Park Osorezan, Reisui, Sanzu River, and Osorezan, I was the only one to bathe in the hot spring, as it was free. Bluefin tuna bowls, had lunch and dinner, and checked into Sun Hotel Oma. Choshoji is the family temple of the Tsugaru family for generations, and the main hall, the kitchen, the Sanmon gate, the Miedo, and the 5 Tsugaru family mausoleums are national important cultural properties. The Sanzu River is the river that separates the afterlife from the present world. Osorezan, on the shores of Lake Usoriyama, which is a caldera lake, there is Osorezan Bodaiji Temple, one of Japan's 3 most sacred sites. A hot spring springs up inside the sacred grounds, and it is also used as a public bath. the Japan car trip as a couple, day 31. This day is actually the 32nd day. Actually, I was the only one who got food poisoning, and I had severe diarrhea and vomiting. So I stayed at a hotel and slept from morning till night. Then, the next day, I forced myself to take a ferry from Oma, slept on board, and landed in Hokkaido for the first time. It wasn't a busy day for sightseeing, so I checked into the hotel and went to bed immediately. Oma Ferry Terminal, located at the northernmost tip of Honshu, it is located in Oma town. Aomori Prefecture, which is famous for its tuna pole and line fishing. Aomori souvenirs are lined up in the terminal. It is the smallest ferry terminal to Hokkaido. The company name is Tsugaru Kaikyo Ferry Company, Limited. Round the Japan car trip as a couple, day 32. After resting for 2 days, my physical strength returned to the point where I could go out. Starting with the traffic Shichinu Monastery, Roadside Station Asabu, Choshoji Temple, Route 229 Genwadai, Iwanai Port, Roadside Station Iwai, experienced the Great East Japan earthquake of 3.11. And the accident at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant was reported on TV almost every day. After seeing it, I became more conscious of nuclear power generation. So I went to the Tomarimura Nuclear Power PR Center for a tour. After that, I checked into the hotel after visiting according to the itinerary plan in advance. Trappistine Monastery was founded in 1898 as Japan's first women's contemplative monastery, strict Cistercian Order of Our Lady of Trappistine Convent. Located on a hill facing Mount Hakodate across the city center, at the time of its founding, it was a former orphanage built on 70 hectares of land purchased in 1893 by Bishop André Berlioz of the Paris Foreign Mission Society. The one that was rebuilt in 1927 still exists. About Chotouji, in 1345 to 1349, a resident of Gokusawa, Dewa Province, named Masasada Nachi, was playing in the mountains. It is said that it was a statue of since then. He lived in the area and worshipped the statue, and called the area Chotokuji Temple. In 1862, Chotouji opened a temple school. Establish a hot spring school in a temple. Tomarimura Nuclear Power PR Center is called, also known as Tomarinkin. The museum was opened in June 1991 with the aim of getting visitors familiar with nuclear power generation through interaction with them. Admission free. Cape Kamui is a cape located in Oza Kamimisaki, Shikoden Gun, Hokkaido. It juts out into the Sea of Japan from the northwestern part of the Shikoden Peninsula. It belongs to the Niseko Shikoden Otaru Kaigan Quasi-National Park, the tip of the Shikoden Peninsula. Since the 1980s, it has been developed as a tourist spot. Otaru Canal, there is Otaru Canal in front of the hotel. Otaru Port has developed as a gateway to the development of Hokkaido. At that time, large ships were moored offshore and barges were used to unload cargo. The Otaru Canal was created by reclaiming the sea surface to lengthen the distance that barges can dock. Thank you very much for watching until the end.